Hey guys, Bloon here, and today's another BTD6 video, and today's going to be Chutes on Chimps. The last time I did Chutes on Chimps was so long ago that Brickell wasn't even a hero yet. We had to use pat, and strategy was a little difficult and random at times, and I'm just not all that happy with it. So today we're going to make it 10 times easier. If you don't have Brickell yet, don't worry. I do have a video on how to make monkey money fairly quickly and easily. I'll leave up in the cards above and the description below. So you can go on over there, grab Brickell and grab every other hero that you want because you're going to make tons of money, and then jump back over here for Chutes Chimps. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to drop a dart monkey right here in this bottom top middle area, and we're going to place him on strong. We're going to take another dart monkey and place him in between these 2 points right here in the middle, also between the middle of both of these tracks with a little bit of a gap on both sides, just like so. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side as well, and it's a little precise, but you'll see why on round 7 why it needs to be like that. So if you're not exactly sure if it's in the same spot, just pause the video and make sure there's a little gap here in the middle, somewhere in between there on both of these sides. Make sure this guy's on strong and then hit play. The reason why these need to be pretty precise is for this little blue rush here, sometimes it overwhelms us, but as long as they're in these placements, you're 99.9% sure that you're going to pop these every single time and not have any problems. So if you did in fact have some problems, like I said, just pause the video, make sure you have these little gaps in between. They're roughly in the same spots and you guys will be fine. Now during this round, we're going to save up $380, and then we're going to place a sniper during the round. It sounds a little crazy, but it's not that bad. And what he's going to do is clean up any leaked balloons that might slip by. Let's get that 380. We're going to place him right here during the round. Now what we're going to do after this round is we're going to place him on strong and leave him there for the rest of the game. So after we clean up these green balloons, clean up these blues, let's place him on strong, and now we're good to go. Now at the end of 10, we get that pretty closely grouped blue rush that's going to overwhelm the towers that we currently have. So what we're going to do is we're going to place a ninja mid-round just like we did the sniper. We're going to place him right here. But this one, be a little bit quicker because we need him to pop those blues and reds. So place him right here. He's going to pop down those blues, clean up those reds. The sniper will get anything that's left over along with this guy. Now we're good to go. Now if you had trouble with placing the dart monkeys, or it was a little tough to place him during mid-round or him during mid-round, we are done. That's it. The rest of it's just going to be placing towers like normal, using upgrades when I tell you, and it's going to be easy stuff. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to save up for a 202 ninja. So ninja discipline, seeking shuriken, sharp shurikens, and then caltrops in that order. So here we go with these caltrops right here, and normally I tell you guys just to go straight for a double shot of 301 ninja before caltrops, but on this particular map I was having trouble with one of the rounds and like a balloon kept slipping through. So what I did was I got caltrops first, and it made it super easy to get the double shot. So now we're safe to save up for 920 for double shot. Here we go for 920. Now if you haven't already, turn off auto start, because the next thing we're going to do is we're going to place a Brickell, and we're going to get enough money for her at the end of the round. So I want to have enough time to place her. So make sure you turn off auto start, and then we're just going to save up $810. Now for her placement, we're just going to go the very top left of this left pool, and the reason why is because we're going to fit 5 other subs including sub commander in here, so it's going to be a little bit tight fit later on. We're going to place her as top left as we can get it, and the reason why she's so high left and not down here or something is because we are going to place an alchemist here that's going to buff this ninja, that's also going to prioritize hopefully and buff our sub as well, but I don't want to hit Brickell in the meantime, so that's why she's up there. I'll explain it later as well, but for now what we're going to do is we're going to hit play, and then we're going to upgrade this guy. And the reason why is because on round 28, we normally use like the alchemist to pop leads or have him buff this guy with the acidic mixture dip, and then he pops leads. But on this map, it's a little random. So what we're going to do is we're going to get full metal jacket, and then we're going to get fast firing. And that's going to guarantee us to get through 28 and 30 safely, plus all the other lead rounds. Well, after you upgrade him to 101 for that fast firing, we are done with him. We are not going to upgrade him anymore. We're not going to click on him ever again unless we mistakenly click him. So we're good to go there. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to place this alchemist. Now he's not as precise, but what we do need to make sure is that he hits both tracks, because he does need to help out in those early 30 rounds until we get Bloon Jitsu and Berserker Brew and all that stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to place him kind of like on this corner line right here. So just like right there. And as you can see, he's kind of covering that bottom track pretty well. It's like right on that line right there. And he's also going to be able to buff the sub no problem and the ninja without buffing the dart monkey, hopefully. Sometimes he might, but it's not a big deal. Now, as you can see, he's hitting the track here, and he's going to buff this guy. So larger potions, and then acidic mixture dip, and then Berserker Brew. The reason why I want him to hit this track as well is because I think it's like on 31 or 34, something like that. Like one balloon could slip through or something, or up to this guy overwhelms him, and this alchemist just being placed a little bit there helps out a lot. It's pretty crazy. So now let's save up for 1350 for Berserker Brew. Here we go with that Berserker Brew, and as you can see, he has 11 pops, which is really nothing, but it was enough to help, because if he got those pops and he couldn't get those pops, then this guy definitely would have been able to hit 11 balloons. So it's just kind of cool that just a little amount can go a long ways in this and help out. Now, the next thing I would like to do now that we got Berserker Brew is we are safe to save up for 29.70 for that Bloon Jitsu. So we are going to go the long haul and get Bloon Jitsu. So let's grab Bloon Jitsu during or after this pink rush right here. And as you can see, this guy got a little bit more pop, so he did help us out and save the day. So make sure you do have him in that placement. It is going to help out a lot. I wasn't doing that for a while, which is why I keep repeating it and making sure you guys do. I had him up here more so we can prioritize on the sub later on, but then I kept like having random spurts of losings on 35, and so I placed them here and like made all the difference in the world. It's pretty cool. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get ready for round 40. I have auto start off or on, I think. Yeah, it's auto start is on because the rest of this is pretty easy, but you can leave it off till after 40 if you want, because we are going to use an ability. But the next thing we are going to do is we're going to place a sub in this bottom right corner. So as far right and as far bottom as you can get it, because like I said, we are going to place more subs here later on. So like right there in that area, we're going to get longer range advanced intel, and then we're going to get twin guns and airburst darts. Now that we have our airburst darts, I want to make him be able to pop the mob a little quicker and a little easier. So what we're going to do is we're going to place another dart monkey up here to give him more range so we can hit that mob right when it comes out. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the middle of the track again, but this time we're going to use his hair as a reference point. As you can see, his hair is like touching this middle line right here. It's nothing too precise like in the beginning, just anywhere in that area, because we're going to get long range darts, enhance eyesight. So now that sub can see camo plus this entire track right here, and we're good to go. Now the last thing we're going to do before round 40 is we are going to get triple guns for 1190 and then pretty much just wreck that Moab. Easy stuff. And what we're going to do is we're going to use our ability just to be safe. We'll use it like right in this area once it gets in range of the ninja. You can if you want to. I'm going to just to make sure because we don't want any randomness here. Let's just use that ability. There we go. Easy stuff. We were guaranteed to clean that up. Now the next thing I would like to do is get armor piercing darts for 3240. Now that we have armor piercing darts, the next thing I would like to do is get this alchemist to faster throwing so we can evenly hit both the ninja and the sub. I think he's a little closer to the sub, so the sub should get priority, but not exactly sure. It really doesn't matter because they're both strong hitters. Just if this guy's more buffed, it's going to be quicker. Now the next thing I would like to do is save up 3240 for that stronger stimulant, which we're about to get right here. Now these guys are good to go. They're super strong. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up the track a little better for us because rounds 55 and 57 sometimes give us struggles. So we're going to make the track a little bit more available for this guy to see so we can pop a lot sooner. So we're going to mirror this dart monkey here and place him on this side again with the hair touching the middle line and then middle of the track so we can go longer range, enhance eyesight. Now you can see all of that as well. Now we're going to remove this part right here for 350, just the left side. Don't worry about the right side for now. Then we're going to place this guy in the bottom right here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to place it a little bit to where, let's just make it easy. So let's go to the little point right here where I have it. And then it's in this side and in this side as well. So then it like just overkills it. Make sure we get that whole bottom spot. So I just made sure the little range bubble touched right there. And now we are good until 55. And at the end of 55 on that last ceramic rush, I am going to use an ability and I'll show you when I do that. So here we go on 55. Here's that first ceramic rush. We're going to naturally get these first three. They're going to be really easy because the alchemist is doing a really good job of buffing both of these guys. At least I'm happy with it. It's not like perfect, but it's pretty good. And then we're going to get the second one. Let's just speed it up here. Let's get that third one. And then the fourth one, I'm going to use my ability just because I don't want to have any problems. And that one sometimes can get you. So let's just make it easy. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to wait till I think around 58 at the very end. We'll have enough for sub commander. Here we go with sub commander. Now on 59, you guys know there's a ton of camo ceramics. And I don't want to deal with that. So I'm going to use my ability again so Brickell buffs him and makes him pop lead. Because the worst case scenario is that this thing's going to not pop. He's not going to pop and they're going to slip through. And we don't want that. Because the sub commander is so good. The rest is going to be so simple. Now what I am going to do is I am going to turn off auto start because I want to get ready for 62. I don't want to get wrecked by it. And so the first thing I'm going to do while we're kind of waiting for that round is I'm going to place 2 more alchemists. I know it sounds a little crazy, but what I'm going to do is just like over acidic mixture dip this guy. And the reason why is because he shoots way too fast. So he's not gonna be able to like have unlimited acidic mixture, which is not gonna happen. But when he does get those little spurts, it's enough just to do damage to those ceramics and those mobs and make it super cool. I'm gonna get 2 right here. So just larger potion, acidic mixture dip, and then faster throwing. And they both have fast turns, so we're good there. Now what I'm gonna do is I am gonna place a village down, and that's kind of a little bit of a, I wouldn't say like precise, but it needs to be in a pretty good placement because what we're looking for here is to buff both of these pools. Because after we fill up this pool, we're gonna put more subs in this pool. So it'd be great if they all had MIB and they all had the jungle drums and all that cool stuff. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you the little reference point I'm gonna use. So what we're doing is like how that left or that top alchemist is like all the way kind of over. What we're looking for is this line to already be over the middle. And as you can see, it is over the middle. Like I would say the middle's right here. So once we give it bigger radius, this pool is completely covered and every sub we put in there will easily be buffed by this village. And then we're good to go there. Now, during 63, I am going to get jungle drums, and that's the only thing we're going to do. We don't need to use any abilities because the sub commander is awesome, and we prepped earlier with all this range. So he can see down this whole track and make it super simple. We're going to speed him up like that with those jungle drums. And that third rush is going to be super simple too. I'm not even going to use an ability. We don't even need it. That's simple, guys. Look at that. Cool stuff. Now, it's going to sound even a little bit more crazy, but I want more alchemists. I want 5 in total. So I'm going to put 1 right here, this little corner area. So 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to get another one. So we're going to have 5 total until we try to fill up this pool of subs. So in the meantime, I am going to turn on auto start because this is going to take a minute to do all of this kind of stuff. I'm going to place this guy right here. And legitimately, we have 5 subs, which is just, it's overkill, but it's cool. And I'm going to like it. Or 5 alchemists, sorry, not 5 subs. We got that one. Now let's get to 700 for that faster throwing. Just like so. And if you look, this guy's gonna pretty much have acidic mixture, nowhere near like full uptime or anything like that, but you're gonna see it a lot, which is really cool because these guys stack on each other and he's not gonna hit all the time. And so he's gonna get it enough just to spurt these little Moabs and ceramics, make it kind of fun and kind of easy. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save up $7,000 and then place my sub here. And I'm just gonna keep doing that kind of progression until we fill up the whole pool because I don't wanna place down a sub and then upgrade a little bits here and there. I'm just gonna buy it all at one time and get that acidic or armor piercing dart. So let's save up 7 grand. All right, so we're gonna take our first sub other than sub commander and we're gonna place him in the far bottom left. Remember, keep it tight in there because we are gonna place 4 others after this, or 5 others, huh? No, 4? I'm not sure. We'll count later. I don't know math. So we're going to place this guy the far bottom left as we can right there. And then we're going to get, of course, where did it go? Where'd it go? We're going to go for longer range. Sorry, that took me forever. Advanced intel, twin guns, air burst, triple guns, and then armor piercing darts. And we're going to do that 1, 2, 3 more times. Is that correct? Yeah, 3 more times. No. Yeah, 3 more times, 3 more times. And look, by me trying to learn to count, I already have enough for another one. So let's do that. So we're going to place this one all the way left on top of this sub right here. Actually, this one's not as important because like we already have Brickell up there. So we know just go as far left as you can. We're going to go long range, advanced intel, all the way down to 4th tier bottom. And then we're going to save up another 7 grand and place another one. You know what I forgot though? I just felt that this guy was so good I totally forgot, but we should actually kind of even these sides out. 76 was no problem, but we don't want to take any chances on 78. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove this guy. So far still we just have 2 armor piercing dart subs and 1 sub commander. I'm just jumping back in here because I actually forgot to remove that because he's just wrecking it so well on his own. Then we're going to do what we did on this bottom side here and just put this dart monkey down there on this bottom just like so. Give him that full range and now we have a full coverage on both sides. 78 will be no problem, easy stuff. And look at, now we have $7,000 for that next sub. We're going to place him all the way right on top of the sub commander. So like right. So there's the down. Let's go down a little bit. There we go. Right there. And then again, we're going to go long range. So there we go. 204. And then we're going to save up $7,000 for one more. Here we go with our final sub and just place him wherever you can get him in there. There's no way you're going to fit a 7th one. And if you can, let me know below in the comments because I have not figured out how. But there we go for there. Triple guns, armor piercing darts, and now we have 4 armor piercing darts, 1 sub commander, and a Brickell in this little pool. 6 towers. That is really cool. Now the next thing I want to do here, guys, is I want to get this to grow blocker, radar scanner, and then monkey intelligence bureau. Because as you probably noticed, there's leads that get down all the way to here before we finally pop them. And we don't want none of that stuff. So what we're going to do is just get MIB and just wreck everything in our path. Now with MIB, you guessed it, we're going to save up another 7 grand because I want to start placing more subs in here. And what's kind of cool is, as you can see, the sub commander buff goes away and then comes back. And it's as he's getting buffed, it makes him have more range, which gives them a buff. So I think we can fit 3 in there like that. And it's going to be pretty awesome because then they also have that MIB buff. So let's place him in this top left corner. And as you can see, he's going to go between his sub commander, not having sub commander. It's pretty funny. We're going to go all the way to 204 again. And then we're going to place another one just to test it to make sure it can even go there. And it can. So we're going to do that one up here as well. Keep it in range of that MIB. We're going to go longer range and then down to 204. Now, if you followed where I put my MIB and made sure it was in the middle, it's pretty much going to cover the exact same spot mine is. And even if it doesn't, look, we can go all the way down here. You can probably fit this guy even here for that MIB, but we're looking for this spot right here because it also gets that sub commander buff when he's being buffed. So we're going to place him right there. again for a 204. And now we got this super A team right here who are just going to wreck it, especially like when round 90 comes. The DDTs are nothing. It's super cool. But as far as a reference point for my money and what I want to do, the next thing I am going to do is I'm going to start with my shattering shells, because we are going to need this for 95 and 98 especially, but those are the only 2 rounds we're going to need it for. But I want to have it early so I know however much else money I can spend just for wrecking these towers or these balloons in the meantime. So let's get increased accuracy, Bernie stuff, signal flare, and then just 1 faster reload. We do not need rapid reload. Let's save up 11,880 for shattering shells. Okay, so I just upgraded to shattering shells. I'm going to move this closer to the top here because like I said, it's going to be mainly for 95 to help with those fortified Moabs. These guys are going to wreck everything, even these 2 ZOMGs like they're nothing. I love this. They're just shredders, guys. They're shredders. But what we're going to do before 95 is we're going to upgrade this to Berserker Brew. Then we're going to upgrade this one to Berserker Brew. So now we have 1 stronger stimulant, 2 Berserker Brews, and then 2 regular acidic mixture dips. And we're just going to make these guys super strong. And I'm loving it. Now, the next thing I want to do is that later on, we are going to need a Bloons Sabotage. So we'll just get that now. We'll place him right here. And it's just a good spot for it. I just like it there. And we're going to get Shinobi Tactics and then save up 5,400 for Bloons Sabotage. I love how much money you get in the 90s, guys. In the 90s, the money just flows in like nothing. It's crazy. Okay, so but for 95, I should have turned off auto start. Just let that thing go. Okay, so what's going to happen is, you know, there's a bajillion DDTs that are about to fly out here. It's going to get really crazy. And what we're going to do is as soon as a DDT touches that middle part, we are going to use our first ability for Brickell. And then based on that, we could judge it and then maybe use a Bloons Sabotage if we need to. But as long as we wait until they hit that middle part, we will be okay. And just make sure you have all the same upgrades as me so far and we should be good to go. So like I said, what we're going to do here is as soon as it gets like in this area, we are going to use our first ability, and that's just going to clean up everything else. You don't want to wait too far and get it too overwhelming. So right about now. See how it was just kind of getting there. Each one is getting a little faster. Now you can just speed it up. There's really nothing you can do. Now, if they start to get past this line here, we are going to slow it down. We're going to use this line as a reference. If not, do not slow it down. You can if you need to. And there we go. We are good to go. And meanwhile, this guy was removing all of their fortifieds, making this really easy for us. Now we're going to move him over to here because the only other round we need him for is 98. Now what we're going to do is we are going to buff these guys up. Berserker Brews for everybody. You get a Berserker Brew, you get a Berserker Brew. There we go there. So we have 1 stronger stimulant, 4 Berserker Brews. And now what I want to do, so these guys aren't buffing these guys, I'm going to put a couple more over here even. We're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get another one, guys. Let's just get real crazy with this. 1, 2, and then 3, and then 4 for that faster throwing. Now, how many do we have now? We have 3, 4, 6 Berserker Brews and 1 stronger stimulant. That's just ridiculous. But anyways, this guy's super buffed. They're all super buffed. Everyone has acidic mixture dip. We are just going to wreck right through this thing with no problems. Just shred. I don't even think we're going to buy anything else. I don't think we need to. I'm actually going to try to just solo around 98. Like, I don't think I'm going to use any abilities or anything crazy. We'll just use the shattering shells and call it a day. I'm pretty sure. But just in case, so I don't want to leave you guys with any maybes, especially after making it this far. So what I would advise you to do is place down another ninja. And the reason why we're doing that is because on the off chance that we do need to slow things down to help us out, we do not want to use Brickell's first ability for 98 because we will have to have it for 99. 99 is a little tough, so we're going to use both Bloons Sabotage and the first ability. So we want to guarantee that we have both of those. So buy another Bloons Sabotage dude, so then in case you need to use it on 98, you can, but I don't think we're going to. Now, I do want to recap everything here because there's so much on the screen. And as you guys know, I do not like when there's this many towers, but this one's just kind of funny. We're just spamming for this one, I guess. So we have 3, 6, 7 dart monkeys, 4 of which do have the enhanced eyesight to give camo to this guy earlier on, but they just give us more range of the track as well. We then have, how many do we have? 4, 5, 8 subs. And then 7 of them are armor piercing darts, so 204s with our sub commander. We then have 4, 5, 6, 7 alchemists, 1 of them being stronger stimulant. All of the other 6 are going to be Berserker Brew, and they all have faster throwing, so they can just hit everybody. We have our sniper, and we have Brickell at level 17. And then we have 2 Bloons Sabotages, and then we have the shattering shells here. And he is very important for this. So make sure you have your shattering shells on here, and he's going to remove all their fortifieds and make this really easy. Then I'm not going to use any abilities, guys. We're just going to let this thing go. I mean, worst case scenario, we do have our ability, but we're not going to need it. What's really cool too is we're going to shred through 100. We're not going to use any abilities there. We won't have them because we're using them on 99. We're just going to shred, just like we're doing here. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Easy stuff. It's not even looking a little scary. I'm not even gonna like say it's like easy, then my eyes gonna flinch. Like it's just easy the whole time. Okay, so now for this one, what we are going to do, as soon as we see these fortifies, we're just gonna slow it down and use our first ability. I don't want to deal with it. So we're just gonna hit the third ability to slow it down. Slow, and then first ability, get out of here. We do not want to mess with that. They're hard. Don't want to deal with it. There we go. Now, for round 100, hit play. That's it. That's it. Watch this. Watch this. So easy, guys. I love it. I love it. We're gonna pop him open like right at the turn. Yeah, right at the turn at the bottom. That is so cool. There's of course gonna shred everything. You can use an ability if you want to. You can use your second ability for Brickell and put it in this pool here, and it'll even blow it up a little easier. And we get a monkey sub. That's awesome since we've been using these subs. That's really, really cool. So that's it, guys. That is a black border for Chutes, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one a lot better than the last one that I did with Pat last year, because that was a little difficult. This one should have been a lot easier. If you do have any troubles, let me know in the comments below, but also let me know why. Don't just say you died on this certain round. I want to know what happened, because I think I've covered everything here to make sure you have zero problems. So if you do, I would like to help and figure out why that happened though. If you guys like this, hit that like button. If you guys are new or have not yet, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time.